This is working. This is working. You've placed you in here. Let's see. Let's see. Yo. Let's see. Yo. Okay. Let's turn that on. See, like a fucking. Oh, that's like a 7 layers kind of thing. Jesus Christ. Making sure. Why is it not working? Is it working? Can you not see it? Is it just straight up not working? Oh yeah, that's just not working. Wait, let me. Okay, if I close the game and then open the game again. That's a trade risk right there. You're on the wrong window. You're no. Okay, let's delete that. Let's. Okay. Is that working at all? I don't think that's working at all. Let's just try this, and then I turn on full screen. Oh, it's working. Oh my god. Okay, that worked. Holy shit. Go roll. Okay, it's working. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's it. That's it. So super duper epic. There are bars at the top and bottom. Okay, that's one left. You know what that means? You know what that means? Let me get that means I already page from this thing. Programmable Logic Controller, 6th edition by W.Bolton. I think it'll be the preface. That's what I'll be reading. I've only now noticed chat. Okay, thanks, Jim. Technological advances in recent years have resulted in the development of a programmable logic controller, a consequential revolution of controlling engineering. This book, Introduction to PLCs, aims to ease the tasks of practicing engineering coming into contact with PLCs for the first time. It also provides a basic course for students in curricula such as English technicians courses for nationals and higher nationals in engineering, giving a full syllabus coverage of the national and higher national and engineering units, company training programs, and serving as an introduction for first-year undergraduate courses in engineering. This book addresses the problem of various programmable control manufacturers using different nomenclature and program forms by describing the principles involved and illustrating them with examples from a range of manufacturers. The text includes the basic architecture of PLCs and the characteristics of commonly used input and outputs of such systems, a discussion of the number systems, binary, denary, binary, octal, hexadecimal, and BCD, a painstaking methodical introduction with many illustrations. Shut up, Jim. Describing how to program PLCs, whatever the manufacturer, and how to use internal relays, timers, counters, shift registers, sequencers, and data handling facilities. Consideration of the standards given by IEC 61131-3 and the programming methods of ladder, functional block diagram, instruction list, structured text, and sequential functional chart. Many worked examples, multiple choice questions, and problems to assist by the reader in developing the skills necessary to write programs for programmable logic to controllers, with answers to all multiple choice questions and problems given at the end of the book. Okay. So that's page 1. Next up will be next page will be prerequisite knowledge assumed, changes from first division, the structure of the book, and then I will skip the acknowledgements because that feels kind of a cop out. But then go on to chapter 1. So yeah, look forward to that in half an hour. Okay. Write this autograph. Anyway, that might have been a marginal improvement, but it did raise me 2,000 steps. This might be different. Apparently that was 2019. Yeah. Did someone say ULTRAKILL? Oh, let me turn down the video game sound. Okay, anyway. Don't. Hello, Minus Prime. Time for another page, baby. Oh, I love this. Okay, time for page. What is it? Wait. This does not have page numbers. Okay, it does. It just starts at chapter 1. Which I guess makes sense. You start page numbers at chapter 1. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know. They, by the way. Okay. Prerequisite knowledge assumed. This book assumes no background in computing. However, a basic knowledge of electrical and electronic principles is desired. Makes sense. Changes from the 5th edition. Now we're getting to the interesting stuff. The 4th edition of this book was a complete restructuring and updating of the 3rd edition, and included a more detailed consideration of the IEC 61131-3, including all the programming methods given in the standard, and the problems of safety, including a discussion of emergency start relays and safety PLCs. The 5th edition built on this foundation by providing more explanatory text, more examples, and more problems, and includes throughout each chapter a summary of its key points. Okay. The 6th edition has a new chapter 1 with a comparison of relay, microprocessor, and PLC control systems. Also, an updated consideration of commercial PLCs, and more discussion of the merits and problems of the various PLC programming methods given by the IEC 61131 standards. Chapter 2 has some new material on sensors included. The discussion of sequential function charts in Chapter 6 has been rewritten to give more detail of the method. In Chapter 10, the part concerned with the sequencer has been rewritten. The section of Chapter 13 concerned with forcing has been extended. Chapter 14 has made more cases added. Yeah, I know what forcing is. Forcing is when you just put the variable in there, ignoring all the shit PLC is doing. These are for like testing, and like sometimes when things don't work. Aims. This book aims to enable the reader to identify and explain the main design characteristics, internal architecture, and operating principles of programmable logic controllers. Use PLCs of different sizes and for different manufacturers. Use commonly used input and output devices with PLC systems, taking account of their characteristics. Explain the process of inputs and outputs by PLCs so that input and output systems can be correctly used with PLCs. Use communication links involved in PLC systems, recognizing the protocols and networking methods involved. 6. Use ladder programs involving internal relays, timers, counters, shift registers, sequencers, and data handling to tackle applications. Identify safety issues with PLC systems so they can be used safely. Use methods used for fault diagnostics, testing, and debugging. That's page number X. Doesn't count. It counts for us. Counts for me. Counts for me. I don't. Yeah, I'm almost in the top 60K. You know. How much cash now? Oh, actually, it's good. I may be stupid, but I'm learning. That's what we're here to do. We're to learn. Learn. Live and learn. We forgot about logic controllers. Structure of the book. Nice little diagram. Am I sure about now, by the way, Jim? Doing it, I could check, but like that's too much effort. Picture so like Following figure outlines the structure of the book, the sign and the operational characteristics. That's chapter 1, which is programmable logic for computers, and chapter 2 with input-output devices. Then there's PLC information and communication techniques, which go by chapter 5. Almost at 5. 3, which is about digital systems. Chapter 4, which is about I/O processing. Then there'll be programming methods, which will be chapter 5, which will be about ladder and functional block programming. Makes sense, logic, functional block, pretty similar. And then chapter 6 is, I wrote ILS, but structured function chart and CW text program methods. That's chapter 6. Makes sense. Then there's programming languages. No, programming techniques. I can't fucking read. Apparently. Chapter 7, internal relays. Chapter 8, jumping calls. Chapter 9, timers. Chapter 10, counters. Chapter 11, shift registers. Chapter 12, data handling. Chapter 13, and then there's just the things at the bottom. I guess incorporates all previous elements. I would assume that's how that works. You turn to the left and see myself turn to the right, so turn to the right instead. But bottom. Yes, at the bottom. At the bottom. But wait, what was I audible during gameplay? Yes, at the bottom, there's Chapter 13, Designing Programs, and Chapter 14, Programs. As a bonus on the acknowledgements. Acknowledgements. I'm grateful to the many reviewers of the various editions of this book for their helpful feedback and comments. That is the entire page. The whole last page. Just reviewers. I'd like to give thanks to the reviewers for reviewing the book. I guess no one else did anything else significant. I just had an idea. That's right, we're getting face cam. Okay, let's go. Shoutouts to Fairness for pictures. It's one of the most bought ones in the Point Store for some fucking reason. I know why. I said for some fucking reason, but I know why. I know. People are horny. I get it. People are horny. Bonk. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Well, I did use the Cortex shotgun to save us all falling. Tip of the day used. Thanks, Minus Prime. I appreciate the positivity. I'm coming for you, by the way. Actually, I can pull it. No, I already enlarged. I already enlarged myself. Yeah, I do got prelude. I do got cough back. So I'm getting them. I'm coming for your ass. Okay, you got that? Probably in some heroic way, honestly. Okay. New page. Page 1. P1. Page 1, P1. Yeah. It's a connection it's gonna make. The Chapter 1. Programmable logic controllers. I love it when there's a chapter in a book that has the same name as the book. This chapter is an introduction to the programmable logic controller. In its general function, hardware forms an internal architecture. Not texture. PLCs are widely used for a range of automation tasks in areas such as industrial processes and manufacturing. This overview is followed by more detailed discussion in the following chapters. For a summary of the history, development, features, and comparison with other control systems, see the Wikipedia entry for programmable logic computers. Okay. Yeah. See, for For our summary of the history, development of features, and a comparison of our system, see Wikipedia entry for Picard Load Controller. It's asking me to read it. So, how long is it? Okay. 1 page and 1 sentence. 1 page from this, 1 sentence from that. How about that? Okay. A programmable logic controller or programmable logic controller. No, a paragraph. Programmable logic controller (PLC) or programmable controller is an industrial computer that's been ruggedized. Okay. And adapted for the control of manufacturing processes. There's assembly lines, machines, robotic devices, or any activity that requires a high reliability, easy programming, and multi-process fault diagnosis. Dick Morley is considered the father of PLC and he had invented the first PLC, the Modicon 084, General Motors, in 1968. This is the man. This is the man behind it all. Dick Morley. No way, Ryan. Okay, well, there are some more respectable images. These picked one. This is like a regular guy. Yeah, this is like a guy. Yeah. It's a guy. Oh, he died. When did he die? Hmm. 6 years ago. That's unfortunate, I guess. Hmm. See also in Holland. Hmm. Rest in peace. Sticks out, whatever. Other young people say nowadays. Yeah. Yeah. That's wrong. There you go. I press S or instead of F. I press R instead of F. I press R instead of F. Who's excited for another page of programmable logic computers? I am. Knowledge is the power of learning. As a great man once said. I forgot to read the actual. I was so distracted by the Wikipedia entry, I didn't actually read the full page. Hold on. Okay. Again. 2 3/4 pages to read instead. Happens. 1. Controllers. What type of task might a controller system handle? It might be required to control a sequence of events, maintain some variable constant, or follow some prescribed change. For example, the control system for an automatic drilling machine, figure 1.1a, is 1.1a, is this thing. I might have to find some digital version of this, so I can actually show illustrations. No, but good point of having this. Might be required to start lowering the drill when the workpiece is in position, start drilling when the drill reaches the workpiece, stop drilling when the drill has produced the required depth of the hole, retract the drill, and then switch off and wait for the next workpiece to be put in position before repeating the operation. Yeah, I've done that kind of stuff. Actually, without the drill, instead of like a plunger. Okay. Okay, like a plunger. But that's about it. Another control system, figure 1.1b. Another thing I've basically done. Might be used to control the number of items moving along a conveyor belt and direct them into a packing case. The inputs to such control systems might come from switches being closed or opened. For example, the presence of the workpiece might be indicated by moving against a switch and closing it, or other sensors such as those used for temperature or flow rates. The controller might be required to run a motor to move an object to some position or to turn the valve, or perhaps a heater on or off. Yeah. I'm gonna check something. Okay, I've turned that off. Good. Automobile. What form might the controller have? For the automatic drilling machine, we can wire up an electrical circuits in which the closing or opening of switches will result in motors being switched on or valves being activated. Actuated! Thus, as a result, we might have a relay, figure 1.2. Yes, that's a relay. Would be great if the figures run the same sprawl as when they're referenced. Well, maybe that's just too complex. You have to have the singular acknowledgement, Closing or opening contacts, which in turn switches on the current to a motor and causes the drill to rotate. Figure 1.3. I'm not going to say that. Another switch might be used to activate a relay and switch on the current to a pneumatic or hydraulic valve, which results in pressure being switched to drive a piston in a cylinder and so results in the workpiece being pushed into the required position. Such electrical circuits would have to be specific to the automatic drilling machine for controlling the number of items packaged in a packaging case would like us to wire up. It stops mid-sentence as the page ends, and then the sentence continues, not on the next page, which is the diagrams, but the page after that. I guess let's read this page full of diagrams. Drill, workplace. Switch contacts open when drill reaches the surface of the workpiece. Switch contacts open when drill reaches the required depth of workpiece. Switch contacts close when workpiece in position. Items move on conveyor. Photoelectric sensor gives signal to operate deflector. Deflector. Deflected items. Figure 1.1. An example of a control task and some input sensors. A. An electric drill machine. B. Packing system. Spring. Hinge. Armature. Solenoid. Electromagnetic. Common contacts. Normally closed and C. Normally open and O. Figure 1.2. Basic relay. Switch. Low voltage motor. Relay to switch on large current flow to motor. Figure 1.3. Control circuit. I'm gonna grab a glass of water. Let's add. Is there a text? Let me. Let me. Superman. Pretty large font. BRB. 100. Same of that. Oh, there. That works. Hello, Kara. You know what time it is now? Wrong thing. No, not you. Wrong video capture. Yeah. Okay, next paragraph. Folks, to read this, I read paragraph by paragraph. PLCs can range from small modular devices with tens of inputs and outputs in a housing integral with the processor to large rack-mounted modular devices with thousands of inputs and outputs, which often network to other PLCs and SCADA systems. What the fuck's a SCADA? What basically? It's stuff. We can look at these beautiful PLCs. They're wonderful. Look at them. Beautiful. This thing has a Mac on it? It does have the Mac on it. Holy shit. I mean, you do want the Mac address, honestly. Like you gotta connect to it and all that. The Ethernet. Some pictures. Yeah. These some good pictures. Oh, hurt. Everyone said it's 13. Like, feel epic. PLC, but epic. Okay, that's a page and paragraph, which means back to gaming. Back to that Cybergrind. My most stylish run yet. That's the last run, I do believe. I have to go to bed and sleep. Such is the case, but not before. Another page, baby. Let's start the last sentence, which was so rudely interrupted by these figures. At end of the page. For controlling the number of items packed into a packing case, we could likewise wire up electrical circuits involving sensors and motors. However, the controller circuits we devised for these two situations will be different. In the traditional form of control system, the rules in the transitional form of control system, the rules governing the control system and when actions are initiated are determined by the wiring. When the rules used for the control actions are changed, the wiring has to be changed. True. 1.1.1. Looking Minecraft versions up here. Relay controlled systems. Relay control systems are hardwired systems. Figure 1-2 shows the basic elements of a simple relay. When a current is switched on to flow through the relay solenoid, normally closed, contacts open, and normally open, contacts closed. These contacts can be used to give control in a system, as well as as an illustration, consider a relay being used to operate a pneumatic or hydraulic valve. And this then results in pressure being applied to drive a piston to move a workpiece. We can represent the situation by a control drawing. Figure 1-4 shows the standard symbols used for relays, and figure 1-5 shows the control drawing with the vertical lines representing the power rails and the horizontal lines, the systems connected between them. The sequence of events is read from the top horizontal line downwards. Thus, in the top line of figure 1.5a, when the off-on switch is closed, the relay is activated. This closes the contact on the second line, and so the solenoid valve is switched on. A more usual control drawing is shown in figure 1b, which has the relay switched. Yeah, there's relays and all that stuff. Okay, that's page 3. is actually the 6th page we've read. Now for a bit of Wikipedia, because it told me to read Wikipedia, and so reading Wikipedia. Okay. Further. They can all be designed for many arrangements of digital and analog I/O. Input output. Extended temperature ranges, immediate electrical noise, resistance to vibration and impact. Programs to control machine operation are typically stored in battery backed up or non-volatile mode. Well, there you have it. Yeah. That's it for today. End stream.